Donkey of the day for Wednesday, January 23rd goes to a 27-year-old Colorado man named Christopher Wayne Cleary. All right, it really bothers me when people don't realize that they're their own worst enemy, when people don't realize that the only thing keeping them from whatever they want in life is themselves. I promise you that if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. That is not some quote that sounds good. It is the reality of all our lives. Whether you tell yourself you can or you can't, you're right. The choice is yours. And Christopher Wayne Cleary is a prime example of not having this mindset. Or actually, he does have this mindset. He just thinks the wrong things. See, Christopher was going through some things, and we all know in this era when people are going through some things, they don't take it to their friends, their family, their pastor, their counselor, their therapist. Why go to any of those sources when you can go to social media? Feelings on Facebook is an epidemic that is ruining our society, and Christopher was in his feelings on Facebook in a way that actually caused him to be arrested. Now, let me give you a little backstory on Christopher. He has a criminal history in Colorado that includes harassment, stalking, and threats to women. 8 Denver area women and teens reported to police in recent years that Christopher has harassed them when they wouldn't date him, and in some cases made violent threats and advertised their names on social media as prostitutes. Now, guys, fellas, my brothers, people with penises, listen, if you live in an area and you are trying to date women from that area, but you have 8 different police reports written about you that say you are a stalker, or you have a history of harassing women in this area, if you have made violent threats to women in the area you live in, if you have gotten on social media and called women prostitutes, you're probably going to end up on don'tdateemgirl.com. Now,
that website's down.
It is? Mm-hmm. What a service they were doing to the community. Now, instead of reevaluating his life and making the necessary changes that he needed to make to be the kind of guy that a woman would want to date, Chris decided to quadruple down on what this generation calls toxic masculinity. And it led to this. Let's go to KUSA 9 News NBC for the report.
Man from Colorado is under investigation for threatening to kill women in a mass shooting. Police in Provo, Utah say Christopher Cleary posted on Facebook that he was planning to, quote, shoot up a public place and shoot as many girls as he saw. He said it was because he'd never had a girlfriend. Police in Colorado and the FBI warned police in Provo. They say they found him and arrested him at a McDonald's. Police were worried about his threats because of several women's marches across the country over the weekend. Officers say he admitted to making the threats but deleted the posts. Police say Cleary is on probation in Jefferson County for stalking and threatening women.
You know, I have a lot of single homegirls. I don't have a lot of single homeboys because I don't really have a lot of homeboys. And the ones I do have, they have significant others, or they're just hoes. So they have no problem, getting a woman. But I have a lot of homegirls, and they are single, and I don't know why, because they are great women. They are beautiful, smart. They have careers. Some of them are amazing cooks. They are just amazing people. And they ask me to hook them up with guys, and I say no, because I don't want to be an accessory to anyone hurting them, and I don't want to be involved in none of my homegirls' love lives. But I'm saying all that to say it baffles me that they are single because of all the positive attributes they possess. Only thing I can tell them is eventually you will find the one for you. No, let me rephrase. The right one will find you. This guy, Christopher Cleary, is the opposite of everything I just said about my homegirls. Christopher says he can't find a girlfriend. I know nothing about you, Christopher, except what I just read. And I know exactly why you couldn't find a girlfriend. In fact, I have a list. Let's run it down. Could it be the stalking? Would you date somebody who was a stalker you?
No, absolutely not.
Harassing?
Nope.
Threats of violence?
Nope.
Calling women prostitutes
Nope.
on social media? Okay. Well, how would you date a guy who posted a message on social media like this? Listen to what he wrote on Facebook. All I wanted was a girlfriend. Not 1,000, not a bunch of hoes, not money, none of that. All I wanted was to be loved. Yet no one cares about me. I'm 27 years old and I've never had a girlfriend. I'm still a virgin. This is why I'm planning on shooting up a public place soon and being the next mass shooter, because I'm ready to die. And all the girls that turn me down is going to make it right by killing as many girls as I see. Those are terrible pickup lines, Christopher. I mean, soldier Christ. I can hear the vaginas drying up all over Denver after reading that. Did you think after posting that, your inbox was going to be filled with women saying, no, Christopher, I'll date you. I'll give you some. You don't have to kill anybody. It's a lot of lonely tweets you can post that sound like cries for attention, but this is a lonely tweet that sounds like a cry for help. Christopher, you are hurt. So hurt people or want to hurt people. So we have to help your hurt ass in order for you not to hurt yourself and hurt nobody else. Now, I think we know why this man is getting donkey of the day by now, but Christopher, you already can't get a date. You're a virgin. But your bright idea is to go out and kill a bunch of women. So you want to kill all your potential prospects. I've heard of people missing their blessings, but people killing their blessings is nuts. Once again, you are your own worst enemy. This is self-sabotage at its finest. It's literally like being hungry and saying, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn down all the restaurants and grocery stores in America. It's like saying I'm cold, so you decide to burn down all the Burlington coat factories you can find, instead of making the necessary changes you need to make in order to get a coat. Making the necessary changes in your life you need to get some food. Christopher, you are not entitled to anything. Okay, a good woman is a privilege, not a right. Entitlement is a delusion built on self-centeredness and laziness. You're just too self-centered and lazy to work for what you want. Now you're going to jail. And if people in jail feel the way you feel, if they feel entitled, if they feel like they can just violently take what they want, boy, your butthole's in trouble. Please give Christopher Clary the biggest hee-haw.